Yes.
So friends, today we have got Nirali Patel. She has done her master's in chemical engineering at IIT Gandhinagar. So Nirali, tell me how was about you and your overall experience getting the MTech.
Yes, thank you very much, Janvi, for this opportunity. So, I have completed my bachelor's from SVNIT Surat in 2019. And at the same year, I joined here, IIT Gandhinagar, for the master's and graduated in 2021. So, overall, it was a quite good experience. I was always inclined to have some research taste in my bachelor's, and I got the opportunity to do that in my master's. At the same time, I was the COVID hit batch. So yes, a lot of change of plans in our research schedules, thesis, everything. But overall, it was worth experience, and obviously, a master's degree, as always, gives an edge to you. So yes.
So yeah, Nirali, we want to know about your master's program. So what is the eligibility criteria? How to get do masters at IIT Gandhinagar, and what is the overall application process?
Yes. So the master's intake here at IIT Gandhinagar occurs in two different ways. One is the standard way in which we qualify the GATE exam, and on the base of the GATE score, the students are shortlisted and an interview is being conducted by the individual disciplines. That occurs
Okay.
at the institute level itself. The other way is the IIT Gandhinagar has an early admit master's program where the overall structure of the masters is as similar as the regular masters, only the intake differs, where the students of top IITs and NITs and other selected colleges, the toppers, I think it is the top five rankers, if I'm not wrong, are
Okay.
eligible to give the interview without the GATE score.
Okay. So fine. One
Yes.
is through gate and another is through the interview process.
Yes.
So yeah. So how does the application begins? Like from where the program generally starts in September. So when do you have to start applying? A
So if
tentative
we are
time frame.
applying through the GATE score, it generally occurs in the month of the applications open after the GATE score has been released. So I understand in March and April the online applications are open, and consequently the interviews shall take place in the month of May and June. Finally, while if we are applying through the early admit program, where the GATE score is not mandatory, actually it is not required only at the early admit way. So, but the advertisement of the early admit comes way earlier. It comes in the month of October.
Okay, okay. So
So,
you
if
have
the
to
students are in
take
the
the time frame
seventh,
into consideration.
yeah, if they are in the seventh semester of their final year of the graduation, at that time itself, they shall apply for the early admit program. While for the GATE admit, they can apply after their graduation. That is in the month of May, April, May. Yes.
Okay. So yeah, how to prepare for the interview, and what are the questions asked that you went through the interview program?
Well, that question needs a bit of recalling because, as far as I remember, I was an early admit entry. So I was in my seventh semester when I came here for the interview process. So the professors obviously knew that I haven't graduated yet. So the type of questions asked were till the sixth semester itself, like the core chemical engineering subjects, a standard admission procedure, and the interview would have what are your favorite subjects, and then they would pick up questions accordingly. More often, it happens that it is not often such an interview where you are just being asked and you just need to reply. Often, the professors help you or they assist you in getting to the answer that you may know or you may not know, but the thought process and the way you approach that question matters a lot, because ultimately knowledge can be tested through questions, but your thinking, your way of approach, or how the problem solving occurs within
Okay.
thought process is judged here.
Okay. So can you recall few questions that were asked to you so we can understand, how what were those things, one or two?
Yeah, there is a lot of questions asked, but if I recall one or two questions which were like very like, so I was asked about the velocity of the gas particles, diatomic gas particles, and its relation with the temperature. I was not able to recall the equation of that. But I knew that if we increase the temperature, the velocity would increase. To
Okay.
what power or what was a direct relation, I didn't knew. So this was a thermodynamic question. But then the professors kind of helped me. They kind of hinted me that you know this, okay. I don't know this. Then do you know the behind of this? Okay, you know that. So then they were trying to get the answer from me only, but by assisting me with whatever I knew and bridging to the answer that they were expecting. Another question was from maths where I was given an equation which was flipped, and then I was told that just draw this curve on pencil paper I was given. At
Okay.
first, I was not able to decode what kind of equation that was. But when I just gave a look for half a minute or somewhat, I realized it was just an equation of a simple circle. Generally, we write circle of x square plus y square is equals to r square. While they just put it on the other way sound, took it under root, and then it looks a bit confusing. That what kind of curve and what kind of equation is this? But you just need your presence of mind and a bit calm, and then you realize it was just a simple curve. Again, they were not checking the knowledge, if I'm not wrong. They were just trying to check that how am I approaching the problem. That's what I
Okay.
understood.
Okay, so Nirali, which means like on your overall process, I understand that whatever the question asks, try to recall your basic concept and learn how to answer. Like, what is your problem solving? So
Absolutely,
they're looking
absolutely.
for this particular perspective.
You may not know the answers, but you should know how you can find that answer.
Okay, okay. And Nirali, finally, what are the tips and tricks to prepare for this kind of interview? Please let us know.
As far I won't say there are any tips or tricks. It's just that you go with whatever you know, a
Okay.
confidence, and you must be eager to learn. Even if you are wrong, even if you do not know, tell them honestly that till this only you know, beyond that you don't know. High chances that they would start mapping from what you know to what you don't know, and you ultimately yourself get the answer. So there's no tip and trick. Whatever concepts, whatever basic we say the subject strength, keep that in mind, keep calm, and just be eager to learn. Don't take it as an interview process, take it as a learning experience.
Okay, okay. So you should be confident and have whatever you know, just go that
Yes,
with
be
confidence.
sincere and honest with your answers, with whatever you know, and be confident that whatever you know is correct. Be confident on that, because
Oh,
yes, they may try to just check what, like, are you sure enough that whatever you know is correct or not. So even that is necessary, that you be confident while answering.
okay. So you should be sure what I'm saying is actually
Yes,
correct.
exactly. We should be sure what we are saying, and we can be sure only when we are actually knowing that what we say is correct. So yes, we need to be clear enough
Specific.
with our concepts, basic
Okay,
concepts.
okay. So Nirali, yeah, what is the scope and benefit of this particular program? And after doing masters, what all opportunities do you have with yourself? So can you just brief about that?
Yeah. So opportunities again bridge to two, like they can be branched to two domains. One is we continue to core research. So in masters, what happens generally, a flavor of research is given to the student. 1 year of
Okay.
research and 1 year of curriculum, core courses are there. After that, the student gets to know a better insight of whether they have the interest and the potential to continue in the research domain, or they want to go to the industrial, or we can say the operations or the job domain. So if
Okay.
one wants to go to research, I see many of my classmates are doing PhDs in various fields and in various countries. Well, there are certain classmates who have also joined the industrial, or we can say the job sector, with design jobs and optimization jobs, kind of
Okay.
things where they require a bit of flavor of the research domain and the obviously the basic chemical engineering knowledge that is necessary. So yes,
Okay, okay. So you get both of you get industries as well as your research specific
yes,
doctorate
absolutely.
path line after doing your masters over
By
here.
the time we complete our masters, we are quite clear that whether we will continue in the research or whether we will go to the job
In
domain, and then it is up to us to go. Like the doors are open for both.
okay, okay, okay. So yeah, Nirali, how was your overall experience at doing masters at IIT Gandhinagar? So I
Well,
mean,
I
is it
had a
very
kind
hectic
of
or how is it all?
I would say I have an experience is actually a very unique and a personal experience, because first and foremost thing that I was the batch. Overall experience was like it was fun. Even though we were in hostels, we were hit by the COVID in the outside. Internally, the work was not hampered. We were doing our best as we could. So ultimately, I think not only me but all of my batchmates did enjoyed their masters. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So thank you, Nirali, for sharing your experience.